Between the hidden dangers of pollution, the spontaneous encounters with wild creatures, and the chilling patrols of sharks, these beaches are not for the faint of heart. So hold on tight as we're about to find out what makes these beaches the riskiest spots to hit the waves. Let's dive right in. Chowpatty Beach, India. Chowpatty Beach in Mumbai, India is one of the most famous beaches in the country, but it's also one of the most polluted. Located in the heart of the bustling city, it has become a paradox, an iconic cultural hub visited by thousands, yet an environmental and health disaster that poses serious risks to those who step foot there. The beach's waters are heavily contaminated due to untreated sewage and industrial waste that flows directly into the sea. Tests have shown alarmingly high levels of harmful bacteria, making the water completely unsafe for swimming or any recreational activity. Adding to the problem is the sheer amount of garbage left behind by visitors and surrounding urban areas, turning the beach into a dumping ground. During the monsoon season, rainwater floods the area, spreading pollutants across the shore and worsening the already dire situation. A major event that brings Chowpatty into focus every year is the Ganesh Chaturthi festival. Thousands of devotees gather to immerse idols of Lord Ganesha in the sea as part of the religious tradition. While this festival is deeply significant, it has sparked environmental concerns. Many of these idols are made from plaster of Paris and coated with toxic paints, which release harmful chemicals into the water. Though massive cleanup efforts follow the festival, we all know that these actions only scratch the surface, leaving behind long-term environmental damage that affects the ecosystem and marine life. While Chowpatty Beach's dangers stem from pollution and human activity, our next stop takes us to a place where nature itself poses a threat. Black sand beaches of Kilauea, Hawaii. The black sand beaches near Kilauea in Hawaii might look like something out of a dream, but they're actually one of the most dangerous places you could visit. These beaches are formed by Kilauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes, which is constantly pouring lava into the ocean. While the black sand is fascinating, getting too close to this area can be incredibly risky. One of the biggest dangers is the lava itself. When fresh lava cools and hardens, it looks stable, but it's not always safe to walk on. The ground can crack open without warning, and hidden lava tubes below the surface sometimes collapse, creating sinkholes. Tourists exploring these areas have been injured simply because the terrain isn't as solid as it looks. Another major hazard is what happens when lava hits the ocean. The intense heat creates massive plumes of steam, and these aren't just made of water vapor. The steam, known as laze, is full of toxic chemicals like hydrochloric acid and tiny shards of volcanic glass. Breathing it in or even standing too close can cause serious burns or lung irritation. It's a dramatic sight, but definitely not worth the risk. Then there are the gases coming straight from the volcano. Kilauea releases sulfur dioxide, which can irritate your eyes and throat and make it hard to breathe, especially if you have asthma or any other respiratory issues. On windy days, these gases can travel miles, putting even people farther away at risk. Kilauea's black sand beaches might be stunning, but between the unstable ground, toxic steam, and volcanic gases, it's clear why they're considered some of the most dangerous beaches in the world. If you ever visit, admire them from a safe distance. Your lungs and your safety will thank you. If you thought lava and toxic gases were terrifying, just wait until we take you to one of the most isolated beaches on Earth. Shield Bay, Russia. Shield Bay in Russia is an enigma wrapped in danger. Located in one of the most remote regions of the country, it's a place where isolation alone can be a disaster. Getting to the beach is no easy task, with limited accessibility and virtually no infrastructure in the surrounding area. This isolation means that if anything goes wrong, rescue isn't just unlikely, it's almost impossible. The waters of Shield Bay are as treacherous as they are cold. The powerful currents here are unpredictable, pulling even experienced swimmers out to sea with alarming force. The temperatures make matters worse. With freezing cold water, hypothermia can set in within minutes, turning what might seem like a minor misstep into a life-threatening situation. It's not uncommon for boats to struggle against the relentless tides, making even a casual exploration a risky venture. Then, there's the unsettling history of the area. During the Soviet era, Shield Bay was part of a restricted zone, shrouded in secrecy. Rumors suggest the presence of hidden or abandoned military installations nearby, and while these claims remain unconfirmed, they add an air of mystery and danger to the beach. Some believe that remnants of old facilities, possibly containing hazardous materials, could still pose risks to unwary visitors. Even the weather here refuses to cooperate. Shield Bay is notorious for its sudden storms and dense fog, both of which can disorient anyone who ventures too far. Combined with the lack of modern navigation aids, these conditions make Shield Bay a place where nature and history collide to create a truly perilous environment. Shield Bay might be icy and mysterious, but what's coming next is something out of a nightmare. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Known as the shark attack capital of the world, this beach in Florida has earned its reputation for a reason. The waters here are home to one of the highest concentrations of sharks on the planet. With over 185 recorded shark attacks, it's a hotspot for surfers, swimmers, and unfortunately, predators lurking just beneath the surface. What makes this beach so attractive to sharks is the abundance of fish and other marine life in the warm, shallow waters. Surfers and swimmers often unwittingly enter the sharks' hunting grounds, increasing the risk of encounters. Most attacks here are from black-tip sharks and bull sharks, which are known to mistake humans for prey in the murky water. But sharks aren't the only danger. The beach is also notorious for its powerful rip currents. These underwater channels of fast-moving water can drag even the strongest swimmers out to sea in a matter of seconds. Many drownings occur here each year, often because swimmers panic or don't know how to escape the current. Despite these risks, the beach remains a popular destination for thrill seekers and vacationers. Lifeguards are always on high alert, and shark warning flags are frequently raised, but even with precautions, it's clear why this beach is considered one of the most dangerous in the world. Now, sharks are scary and all, but imagine a place where danger doesn't come from the water. Kilauea, Hawaii. This beach sits in the shadow of Kilauea, one of the most active volcanoes on Earth, making it a place of both wonder and danger. While it's known for its striking beauty and unique black sand, the risks here are far from ordinary. The volcanic activity in the region creates hazards that few other beaches in the world can match. The ground itself can't always be trusted. Freshly formed land from lava flows may look stable but can collapse without warning, revealing hidden lava tubes or plunging unsuspecting visitors into dangerously hot areas. Even standing on the beach can be risky if you're too close to where molten lava meets the ocean. This creates explosive reactions, sending scalding steam, shards of volcanic glass, and toxic chemicals into the air. The laze, or lava haze, is particularly dangerous. It's a thick cloud of steam laced with hydrochloric acid and fine volcanic particles, and just breathing it in can cause severe respiratory issues. The air around Kilauea is also filled with sulfur dioxide, which irritates the eyes and throat and can be life-threatening for those with pre-existing conditions. Even for those who stay at a safe distance, Kilauea has an unpredictable way of making its presence felt. Sudden eruptions, earthquakes, and ground fissures have caught visitors off guard in the past, turning what seems like a quiet day at the beach into a life-threatening situation. If you think an erupting volcano is terrifying, wait until we take you to a beach that's home to one of the ocean's most feared predators. And that brings us to Gansbaai, South Africa. This beach in South Africa, often referred to as Shark Alley, is one of the most dangerous places in the world for a reason. The waters surrounding it are home to an unusually high population of great white sharks, drawn by the dense seal colonies on nearby Dyer Island. This creates the perfect hunting ground for these apex predators, and unfortunately, humans who venture into the water sometimes become part of the equation. The sharks here are massive, fast, and highly efficient hunters. While they don't actively target humans, the murky water and constant activity make it easy for them to mistake a swimmer or surfer for their usual prey. Many shark attacks have been reported in this area, solidifying its reputation as a hotspot for these terrifying encounters. But the dangers go beyond sharks. The cold waters of the Atlantic here are deceptively unforgiving. Strong currents run through the area, which can easily sweep even strong swimmers out to sea. The sudden temperature drops can cause hypothermia within minutes, adding yet another hazard to this already perilous location. Ironically, the danger has become an attraction. Tourists from all over the world come here for shark cage diving, an activity that lets them come face to face with great whites from the safety of a submerged cage. While the cages offer protection, the experience is not without risks. Being so close to such powerful predators is as thrilling as it is unnerving. Think great white sharks are terrifying? Let's head to a beach where even the land is filled with predators waiting to strike. Fraser Island, Australia. Fraser Island, off the coast of Queensland, Australia, is as dangerous as it is beautiful. The island's waters, while inviting, are a no-go for many reasons. Powerful rip currents dominate the shoreline, capable of dragging swimmers far out to sea within seconds. Even experienced swimmers stand little chance against these forces, which have been responsible for numerous tragic drownings. If the currents weren't bad enough, the waters around the island are home to tiger sharks, one of the ocean's most aggressive predators. These sharks are often spotted patrolling the shallows, making even the idea of wading into the surf enough a chilling thought. Tourists are warned repeatedly not to enter the water, but not everyone heeds the advice. On land, Fraser Island has its own unique threat: dingoes. These wild dogs, while seemingly harmless at first glance, are highly unpredictable and have been known to attack humans. Incidents involving aggressive dingoes have resulted in injuries and even fatalities, prompting authorities to post warnings around the island. Feeding or approaching them only increases the risk of aggression. The danger doesn't stop there. The surrounding waters are also inhabited by box jellyfish and irukandji jellyfish, two of the most venomous creatures in the world. Their stings can cause excruciating pain and, in severe cases, even death. These nearly invisible killers make swimming here more than just dangerous, it's potentially fatal. Rip currents and wild predators are bad enough, but what if you throw in active volcanoes and deadly cyclones? Island of La Réunion, Indian Ocean. Located in the Indian Ocean, this beach is a magnet for adventure seekers, but is also one of the most dangerous places you can visit. It's not just one threat here. This beach is a triangle of danger, with risks from shark attacks, powerful cyclones, and even an active volcano looming nearby. The waters surrounding this beach have one of the highest recorded rates of shark attacks in the world, and they aren't shy about approaching shallow waters. Over the years, there have been numerous fatal encounters, with surfers and swimmers caught off guard by these aggressive predators. Frequent tropical cyclones sweeping through the region add even more danger to the mix. These storms bring torrential rains, violent winds, and massive waves, often causing widespread destruction. The beach is particularly vulnerable due to its location, making it a dangerous place to be when one of these storms hits. And then there's the looming threat of volcanic activity. The island is home to Piton de la Fournaise, one of the most active volcanoes on the planet. While it's a popular hiking spot, eruptions are unpredictable and can send rivers of lava and clouds of ash cascading toward the coast. It's a beautiful destination, no doubt, but between the sharks, the storms, and the volcano, this is a beach where nature doesn't hold back. North Sentinel Island, Andaman Islands. This beach is one of the most forbidden and dangerous places on Earth, not because of natural disasters or predatory animals, but because of the people who live there. It's located on a remote island in the Andaman Sea, and stepping foot on its shores could cost you your life. The island is home to the Sentinelese, one of the world's last uncontacted tribes. They have fiercely protected their isolation for centuries and react with hostility to any outsiders. Attempts to approach the beach have been met with arrows, spears, and deadly force. Even low-flying helicopters have been attacked by the tribe, making it clear that visitors are not welcome. In 2018, a missionary who tried to make contact with the Sentinelese was killed shortly after setting foot on the island. This tragic incident wasn't the first. Fishermen who accidentally drift too close to the island's shores have also been attacked and killed. The Indian government enforces strict laws to prevent anyone from going near the island, not just to protect visitors, but also to safeguard the tribe from diseases to which they have no immunity. The hostility isn't the only threat. The island is surrounded by coral reefs and shallow waters that make navigation extremely difficult. Even if someone were to evade the tribe, the natural barriers make escape nearly impossible. If you thought an unwelcoming tribe was deadly, wait until we head to a beach, where nature's cliffs and tides turn everything into chaos. Staithes, UK. This small beach in the UK is charming at first glance, but don't let its quaint appearance fool you. Beneath its calm exterior lies a series of hidden dangers that make it one of the riskiest spots to visit. Known for its rocky cliffs and treacherous waters, this beach is a hazard for those unaware of its lurking threats. One of the biggest dangers here is the unstable cliffs that surround the area. Over time, erosion has made the cliffs prone to sudden collapses, putting visitors at risk if they get too close. Rockfalls are common, and even walking along the cliffside trails can quickly turn into a life-threatening situation. The beach's waters are equally dangerous. Strong tides and unpredictable currents make swimming a serious risk. The narrow bay funnels the water, creating powerful waves that can knock even the most experienced swimmers off their feet. Combine that with slippery rocks along the shore, and you've got a recipe for accidents waiting to happen. Pollution is another silent threat. The beach has repeatedly failed to meet basic European water quality standards, with runoff from nearby agricultural lands contaminating the water. This pollution not only makes swimming unsafe, but also increases the risk of infections for those who come into contact with it. What makes this beach particularly dangerous is the combination of all these factors. Whether it's the cliffs above, the waters below, or the pollution in between, this is one beach where you need to watch every step you take. Alright, now let's shake things up and head to a place where danger doesn't just come from the water, it's waiting for you on land too. Cape Tribulation. This beach, hidden within Australia's Daintree rainforest, is as deadly as it is beautiful. Everything here, from the water to the jungle, feels like it's working against you, and once you're in trouble, there's no one around to help. The ocean is a silent predator. Box jellyfish, nearly invisible in the water, glide just beneath the surface. Their sting isn't just painful, it can stop your heart in minutes. And if that's not enough to make you stay on land, saltwater crocodiles patrol the shallows. These massive creatures can launch themselves out of the water in an instant, and when they attack, the odds of survival are slim. Signs warning of crocs and jellyfish are everywhere, but for some visitors, curiosity has turned fatal. The rainforest, however, isn't any safer. The cassowary, a bird that looks like it stepped out of a dinosaur movie, is known to charge at humans if it feels threatened. With claws that can slice through flesh and a body weight of over 100 pounds, it's not a bird you want to cross paths with. Locals respect its space, but for tourists unaware of its power, it's a dangerous encounter waiting to happen. The isolation of this beach is the final nail in the coffin. Help isn't just far away, it's hours away. If you get hurt or make a wrong move, there's no safety net here. Between the lurking predators and the relentless wilderness, this beach is as unforgiving as it gets. Next we have Hanakapiai Beach. This beach is infamous for its beauty masking a deadly reality. Tucked away in Hawaii, it's the kind of place that seems irresistible at first glance, but step too close to the water and you're risking your life. The waves and currents here are relentless, and they've earned the beach a grim reputation. The biggest danger lies in the powerful rip currents. These invisible channels of fast-moving water can pull even the strongest swimmers far out to sea in a matter of seconds. Signs around the beach warn visitors to stay out of the water, but not everyone listens. Many have been swept away with tragic outcomes. Local officials estimate that dozens of lives have been lost here, and rescue efforts are almost impossible due to the sheer force of the currents. Adding to the risk are the unpredictable waves. The ocean here can seem calm one moment, only to unleash massive rogue waves the next. Visitors standing on the shore have been knocked over and dragged into the sea without warning. The lack of lifeguards and the remote location makes survival even more unlikely for anyone caught in these conditions. Even the beach's beauty can lull visitors into a false sense of security. The golden sands and turquoise waters give no hint of the dangers beneath. But for locals and seasoned travelers, this place is known as one of Hawaii's most treacherous spots, a beach that's as deadly as it is stunning. And now, as we move on, the list will only get more intense. Skeleton Coast, Namibia. This coastline, often referred to as the end of the earth, is one of the most unforgiving places on the planet. Located along the northern coast of Namibia, it's called the Skeleton Coast for good reason. Between the relentless desert winds, harsh surf, and desolate conditions, it's a place where survival is nearly impossible. The beach gets its name from the countless shipwrecks that litter its shores. For centuries, sailors had battled against the violent waves and dense fog that obscured the coastline, often finding themselves stranded when their ships ran aground. Those who survived the wrecks faced an even grimmer fate. The barren desert, stretching endlessly beyond the beach, offered no food, water, or escape. But the dangers don't stop there. The ocean itself is treacherous, with powerful currents and crashing waves that make entering the water incredibly risky. The harsh desert environment creates extreme temperatures and fierce winds that whip sand into every crevice, making even basic movement exhausting. If that's not enough, wildlife in the area poses its own threats. Hyenas and lions roam the desert near the coast, scavenging for food, and they won't hesitate to approach anything or anyone they see as a potential meal. Shipwrecks, wild predators, and a landscape that shows no mercy. If you think it couldn't get any worse, just wait, we're not done yet. Sunset Beach, St. Martin. This beach is as unique as it is dangerous, but not for reasons you might expect. Located just steps away from an airport, it's famous for its close encounters with planes rather than the ocean itself. The beach is positioned directly at the end of a runway for Princess Juliana International Airport. This setup means planes pass just a few feet above the heads of beachgoers as they take off and land. While it's become a tourist attraction for thrill seekers hoping to feel the rush of a jet engine, the reality is far more dangerous. The jet blasts from departing planes can send people flying into the water, knock them against rocks, or even cause fatal injuries. There have been documented cases of serious accidents caused by the powerful turbulence, with warning signs all around the beach reminding visitors to stay cautious. Many visitors gather in the path of these low-flying planes, seeking the perfect photo or the thrill of standing in the jet's path. It's risky enough to stand in these areas, but some take it a step further, clinging to fences as planes take off, despite being warned repeatedly about the danger. And now we move on to Bondi Beach, Australia. This next beach might be one of the most iconic in the world, but beneath its golden sands and bustling vibe lies a hidden danger that catches even the most experienced swimmers off guard. Located in Australia, this beach attracts millions of visitors each year, but it's also notorious for its powerful rip currents that have earned it a spot on the list of deadliest beaches. The rip currents here are some of the strongest in the world, often forming without warning and dragging swimmers far out into the ocean. Even seasoned surfers have fallen victim to these currents, which can quickly exhaust anyone caught in them. Despite the presence of lifeguards, rescues are a daily occurrence, and tragically, not everyone makes it back to shore. Adding to the risk is the beach's deceptive nature. The clear blue water and lively atmosphere make it easy to forget how dangerous the conditions can be. Many visitors underestimate the power of the ocean here, ignoring warning signs and venturing into unsafe areas. For some, this decision has proven fatal. The lifeguards stationed at this beach are among the best in the world, performing thousands of rescues every year. But even with their vigilance, the sheer number of incidents highlights just how unpredictable and dangerous the waters here can be. From strong rip currents to unpredictable wildlife, the dangers are only getting more intense as we move on. Boa Viagem Beach. This beach in Brazil might seem like a tropical paradise at first glance, but beneath the surface lies one of the most dangerous threats in the ocean: sharks. Known for its stunning coastline and bustling city backdrop, it has also earned a deadly reputation for shark attacks that have shocked both locals and tourists alike. The waters here are home to bull sharks, a species notorious for its aggressive behavior and ability to thrive in shallow coastal areas. Over the years, dozens of attacks have been reported, many of them fatal. What makes this beach especially dangerous is that the sharks have been pushed closer to shore due to human development. The construction of a nearby port disrupted their natural habitat, forcing them into areas where people swim and surf. As if the sharks weren't enough, the beach is also plagued by strong currents that make swimming risky even without predators lurking below. These currents can catch unsuspecting swimmers and drag them into deeper waters where the chances of rescue become slim. Despite the dangers, the beach remains a popular spot for locals and visitors alike, with many choosing to ignore the warnings. Lifeguards regularly patrol the area, but even their vigilance can't prevent every incident. Think sharks are the ultimate ocean threat. At the next beach, the water itself is the predator. Sandy Beach, Hawaii. This Hawaiian beach might look like a surfer's dream, but it's a nightmare for anyone who underestimates its raw power. Known for its massive waves and strong rip currents, this beach is infamous for causing serious injuries and even deaths among those who dare to take it on. The waves here are deceptively inviting. They break hard and fast, slamming into the shore with incredible force. Nicknamed Breakneck Beach by locals, it's not uncommon for inexperienced surfers and swimmers to leave with sprains, broken bones, or worse. These waves can toss even the strongest athletes like rag dolls, slamming them into the rocky shore or dragging them under with no chance of escape. The shoreline adds another layer of danger. Jagged rocks line parts of the beach, creating a treacherous environment for anyone caught in the surf. Battling powerful waves is one thing, but at this next beach, the dangers are almost invisible. Okuma Beach, Japan. This tranquil beach in Okinawa might seem like a slice of paradise, but beneath its calm waters lie hidden dangers that have caught many visitors off guard. Okuma Beach is notorious for its strong and unpredictable currents. Even on seemingly calm days, these rip currents can pull swimmers away from shore in an instant, making it extremely difficult to return. But the currents aren't the only threat. During certain times of the year, the waters are inhabited by venomous creatures like the habu jellyfish. Their stings can cause severe pain, swelling, and in rare cases, more serious medical complications. Signs warning about jellyfish are posted, but not all tourists are aware of the risks or know how to identify these nearly invisible threats. Let's not forget the occasional risk of typhoons here. Okinawa's location makes it a hotspot for these powerful storms, which can whip the ocean into a frenzy with little warning. Strong winds and high waves have been known to catch beachgoers by surprise, turning a peaceful day at the beach into a dangerous situation. Let's move on to Port St. John's Beach. Welcome to Port St. John's Beach, often dubbed the world's most dangerous beach due to its alarming number of shark attacks. Nestled along South Africa's wild coast, this beach has witnessed more fatal shark encounters than any other spot on the globe in recent years. What's particularly chilling is that many of these attacks have occurred in shallow waters, sometimes even with lifeguards nearby. Bull sharks and Zambezi sharks frequent the area, both known for their aggressive behavior. Experts believe that the murky waters near the mouth of the Umzimvubu River create the perfect hunting grounds, blurring the lines between prey and human swimmers. But sharks aren't the only concern. The beach is also plagued by strong rip currents that can pull even the strongest swimmers out to sea. These currents, combined with the threat of sharks, create a perilous environment that's not for the faint of heart. And last on our list is Zippolite Beach, Mexico. Zippolite Beach on Mexico's Pacific coast is a picture-perfect paradise with a chilling reputation. Known as the Beach of the Dead, its serene beauty hides a deadly secret. Beneath the seemingly calm waves lie powerful rip currents that have claimed countless lives, earning this beach its ominous nickname. The danger here is subtle but relentless. The water often looks inviting, luring swimmers into a false sense of security, but once you're in, the rip currents can pull you out to sea in an instant. These invisible forces are nearly impossible to fight, leaving many stranded and unable to return to shore. Over the years, the beach has seen far too many tragedies, each one a stark reminder of the ocean's unpredictable power. What adds to the danger is the beach's carefree vibe. As Mexico's only legal nude beach, it attracts a laid-back crowd focused on relaxation, not always aware of the risks. Warning signs dot the shore, but they're often ignored by visitors eager to enjoy the crystal-clear water. While lifeguards known as Los Angeles del Zippolite work tirelessly to monitor the waves and educate tourists, they can only do so much. The ocean here is unforgiving, and even a moment of carelessness can be deadly. That's all for this video. Which beach would you like to visit if given the chance? Let us know in the comments. And for interesting videos, click on the screen right now.